So here at TriStar with Olivier Aubin-Mercier, and it's been a couple months since the last fight. Just tell me how you're feeling right now and kind of what you're up to at the moment.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. My contract is expired right now, so I'm still waiting for to have news about it. But training is going well. That's it. Yeah.
So has your team been in talks with the UFC right now? Is that something that's ongoing, or are you talking with other organizations too?
Yeah, I think they talk to everybody right now, and I have no news yet. But you know what? I'm ready for anything, and if it's not the UFC, it's going to be something else, and I would be happy to fight for anywhere in the world. So.
And I mean, you didn't reveal this going into the last fight, but knowing in the back of your head that this was, your final fight on your contract, how much more pressure were you putting on yourself to perform in that last one?
I was not putting more pressure on myself because of that, but for sure, when the decision, when the referee told the decision, I knew it was not good for me. I knew it was not good for my career. So, you know what? I'm gonna be back anyway. So, whatever happened.
How frustrating is it though? I mean, you're on such a good winning streak, and that's kind of been the opposite the past three. How do you kind of deal with that and use it to get better going forward?
Well, it's crazy because a year and a half ago. I was reaching the top, and now I have three losses in a row. So it's pretty hard, and the fact that I'm getting better, in training, I'm getting better. I feel, and people tell me I'm getting better, but it's just not the result that doesn't come, So it's kind of frustrating for that. But I have faith. You know what? I have faith in myself, and I'm gonna bounce back.
There's guys in this gym who've kind of been through similar situations like this, and they've been able to rebound. What kind of advice do they give you, going through this process?
What guy?
Like Rory's lost back-to-back fights before, like other guys like that. Do they ever kind of, give you advice in this situation?
No. They just told me, you know what, it's part of the game, and that's it. And you know what, it's true. I mean, when you fight all those really good people, it's you have chance to win, you have chance to lose, and I think a lot of them. I was better than a lot of the people I lost to, but it was not my night. Maybe I did some mistake. I actually did some mistake, but I have to work on that. I think I have to work on my fight IQ a little bit. It's funny because when I watch fight, I think I'm really good at understanding the game. But when I'm in the cage, maybe I don't. Maybe I feel that maybe I skipped some step in the beginning of my career. Maybe I should have done more fights before going to the UFC. For sure, I needed some money, so for sure it was nice to get in the UFC that soon. But I think I skipped some step, and it showed right now because I think I'm better than all those guys. It's just the experience that I don't know. I missed something,
It's interesting. So right now, what's kind of the priority? I mean, do you want to remain in the UFC, or are you prioritizing, who's going to offer you the best contract in terms of money? What's like the most important thing to you right now in this free agency?
Yeah, well, fuck. I think the best contract would be good. For sure, if it ended up like this with the UFC, I'm gonna have a bad taste in my mouth, But you know what? Anything is possible. Even if I'm not in the UFC, maybe I'm gonna come back at some point, or maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna be happy elsewhere, So who knows?
Yeah, so any idea when we might see a resolution? Like when ideally are you hoping to fight again?
Well, if it was just, I would like to fight before the end of the year, but I guess it takes some time. Even Elias, that was cut from the UFC. I don't know how many months ago. you don't have a fight plan. I don't think so. And I don't even know if we know who he signed with. I think it's gonna take some time. It's just more time for me to get better. At the same time, when you're always on training camp, you're gonna get better, but not as much than when you're like out training camp. You can work on new things. You can relax. So that's gonna be my goal to just to get better.